Welcome back
to
SMU
going here for the men's game. As you can see, starting lineups getting announced right now. Starting at guard, 6'1" junior from Plano, Texas, number 3, Deshaun Portley. At the other guard, 6'1" junior from Dallas, Texas, number 10, L.B. LaBradford Willis. At the other guard, 6'2" senior from Harker Heights, Texas, number 13, C.J. Rodriguez. The forward, 6'5" junior from Gulfport, Mississippi, number 21, C.J. White. And rounding off the starting lineup for the Crimson Storm, 6'5" junior from Finland, number 23, Anton Kankenpää. Your Crimson Storm are coached by Adam Bohosh. So, Connor, we kind of got a little bit into it in the women's game. The men are coming off a loss, a 101-75 loss to East Central on Thursday. They did pick up a pretty good win on the road against Oklahoma Baptist back this past Monday. So where they currently sit in the conference, they're in a tie for 5th with Southwestern Oklahoma State right there at 6-4. Taking on Southeastern Oklahoma State, who's 3-7 near the bottom half. What do you feel like they need to do come out early in this one for a Southeastern team who's maybe not as good as some of the teams they've faced the last couple games, but to ensure that they don't come out sloppy?
Well, for starters, they definitely got to come out with some better defensive awareness, being where they need to be, hedging ball screens, being in the right help position, and chopping the feet and having a hand-high ball call and closing out on shooters.
So the Savage Storm, Nathan Jackson with it here. They're kicking it back out to Anton Cook. Back over to Jackson, the baseline jumper short. Offensive rebound, Savage Storm, no good. Rebounded by C.J. Rodriguez.
That's a great first defensive possession for Adam Bohosh's group after the rough start they had over at East Central.
C.J. White, the spin move jumper with the right, no good. Saved by the Savage Storm, and here they come back the other way.
And the Storm noticing some great intensity as they probably heard and seen the game film from their last game at East Central out in Ada, Oklahoma. Definitely finding some awareness here to get some stops here early.
So Jackson nearly loses the ball with his right hand. He flips it up and in. Nathan Jackson, the junior from Wichita, Kansas, on the board first. He's averaging about 9.6 points a game.
Got away with a bit of a travel call there down in the paint, but referees didn't see him going back the other way.
Willis with it over to Rodriguez. They're in a 2-3 zone coming out here. Actually might be a 3-2 as they get it to Kankenpää. Back over to Rodriguez, who tries a 3. No good. Rebounded by number 50, Tyler Lonzy.
I wouldn't play a 2-3 or 3-2 zone against the Storm for very long, as they can burn you from outside at any given moment.
The three-point attempt by Sammy Zai is no good. Senior from Gilbert, Arizona. Off on his first attempt. Portley with it over to Kankenpää. Wide open 3 in the corner. He puts it in. Anton Kankenpää.
First Bethany Bank and Trust 3 goes to Mr. Anton Kankenpää. Getting this Storm offense going 2 minutes into the ballgame.
So we've seen Kankenpää's minutes kind of fluctuate this season. He's a stretch of games where he hasn't played at all, and now the last couple of games he's gotten some more increased playing time. Savage Storm nearly turned it over. Willis going to get it. Look out in transition. And he's going to be fouled. L.B. Willis so dangerous in transition. He's going to the free throw line.
Great play there by C.J. Not giving up on the play. As you said, it was a near turnover, but L.B. Willis just continuing to hustle, outworking his defender. And get the foul call. Hopefully knock down these 2 free throws.
So L.B. Willis goes to the free throw line. He's averaging 15.9 points per game. Almost 5 rebounds as he converts the first. Number 22, Kyle Roberts, into the game for Southeastern. Willis also leads the team in assists. He can hurt you in so many ways. So Willis goes 2 for 2. It's 5-2 early here. Crimson Storm trying to lock up here on D. Leading scorer Anton Cook going to try a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Kankenpaw rebounds. Here comes Rodriguez pushing
Portland
back the
wide
other
open
way.
in the corner.
But C.J. Rodriguez able to get inside and draw contact. And I believe he'll go to the free throw line. C.J. Rodriguez, the team's leading scorer, averaging 18.7 points per game, shooting 46% from the three-point line.
Good grief. Can't expect much more from your resident senior going all out for his last season here as a Crimson Storm.
What's even crazier is Rodriguez shooting 46%. It doesn't lead the team in three-point shooting. It's L.B. Willis, who is shooting 49% from three-point range.
Then you have Deshaun Portley at 48%. Excuse me, I'm looking at field goal percentage. Still, that's pretty good percentage for whatever stat you're looking at.
Willis gets a steal. Here he comes back the other way. In transition, lays it up with the right, looking for the foul. But C.J. White with the offensive rebound, and he'll be fouled. So SNU crashing the offensive glass early, and they've been able to draw some fouls and get some opportunities at the free throw line. Already 4 attempts here in the first 3 minutes.
Crimson Storm should be looking to take advantage here today as Southeastern is letting their opponents average 37% from three-point land. And Storm, some sharpshooters on their team, as you listed, L.B. Willis, Garrett Butler, C.J. Rodriguez. The list goes on and on. Should be looking to burn them here today.
So C.J. White goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. He's the worst free throw shooter on the team, 37%. But he's averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. 7-2 early. A three-point attempt by Zai is no good.
Good closeout there by Deshaun Portley.
Back to the way Kankenpaw steps into a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Lonzie. Back cross court, they find Anton Cook, who tries a three. It's good. The Savage Storm leading scorer is on the board. He averages 16.8 a game, and the lead is 2 for SNU. Deshaun Portley tries a three. No good. Cook on the rebound. Back the other way. On the drive, they kick it back out to Lonzie. The high post jumper, no good. Rodriguez a rebound, and here he comes to Willis. Nice little hesitation move from Willis. The floater's no good. He gets his offensive rebound. The cutting Kankenpaw flipped up and in, and the foul.
Great play there by Anton, and awareness there by L.B. Willis, seeing a streaking player coming down the floor.
So Kankenpaw doing some work early. He's already up to 5 points, and he'll have an opportunity to go to the line. Not after the timeout on the floor. 15:48 left in the first half. SNU leads 9-5. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. So we're back here inside the Sawyer Center. Anton Kankenpaw converts the N1, and he will step out of the game. 6 points here in the first 4 minutes as number 25, Francisco Hukelin, the 6'4 senior from Tecumseh, Oklahoma, as well as Number 50, Noah Starkey, the 6'11 freshman from Hutchinson, Kansas.
Noah Starkey in the counter against the 6'11", 340 presence of Antonio Worthy, a.k.a. Big Tony. That's going to be a force in a battle down low.
So L.B. Willis on the board. So Portley with it here. Back over to Rodriguez inside to Starkey. And that is a big fella in there. Portley tries a three, top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Deshaun Portley.
You cannot leave these Storm players open on the perimeter. They will burn you if you leave them open.
13-5 lead here to start the game for SNU. They are 2 for 5 from 3. SNU switching. Well, they're staying in this man-to-man as into the game is DJ Henderson, and he's going to lose the ball. Portley comes back the other way to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the drive, up and in. Nice move from C.J. Rodriguez.
Great play by the senior. Not taking the long contested three, instead driving in, taking a little bit of contact, and knocking the ball down.
So Rodriguez now with 4 points. 15-5 here in favor of the Crimson Storm. They get it inside to Worthy, who flips it over to Jackson.
Good double team there by the Storm, knowing they're outmatched there as far as size goes in the post. And C.J. Rodriguez able to get him to get the ball up.
And on the drive, Jackson's going to be fouled. As the foul goes on C.J. Rodriguez. Rodriguez will check out as number 5, Garrett Butler, checks in, the 6-foot senior from Burlington, Oklahoma. So Cook has it, back over to Jackson, back out to Cook, who tries a three. It's in, but despite the good contest from L.B. Willis. So Cook's second three-pointer is good. He leads the Savage Storm with 6.
Again, the Storm can't afford to take all these big body blows from 3, but they're closing out effectively, and we got another turnover here by the Storm.
Huckel loses it to Henderson, back over to Cook. So they'll reset here, 15-8. That's just the first turnover for SNU in the first 6.5 minutes. There's going to be a foul called on Huckel on the drive from Jackson.
Foul called number 25, Francisco Huckel, his first, the team's second.
So the Savage Storm have converted just 3 of their first 10 shot attempts. And a near defensive breakdown there as SNU wasn't ready on the inbounds play, and Southeastern almost made them pay. But the missed shot from Cook is no good, so SNU's got it here with an 8-point lead.
Portley's got Starkey hanging out in the paint. Yeah.
Butler going to try a three-pointer in the corner, and it's good. Garrett Butler.
Can't leave him. He's about a career 40% three-point shooter. Can't leave him open. He's going to burn you. Another first Bethany Bank and Trust 3 for Garrett Butler.
18-8 here on the steal, L.B. Willis.
Oh, that's just too easy.
Back the other way comes Willis. Nice move with the right hand, flips it up and in.
I mean, it's just effortless the way L.B. Willis just goes from one end to the floor.
So dangerous, so electric in the open court. Timeout by Kelly Green. We'll take one with him. 12:56 left in the first half. SNU off to a 20-8 lead. We'll be right back at SNUathletics.com. So it was not a media timeout, just a quick 30-second timeout from Kelly Green. 20-8 is our score inside the Sawyer Center. DJ Henderson going to take a three-pointer. No good. Good rebound by Noah Starkey, able to box out the big 6'11", 340 Antonio Worthy. That's a tough rebound, Connor.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure how Starkey's able to get it. He was able to get great position. Be able to absorb some contact.
Huckel hesitates on the three. He'll take it anyway. No good. Rebound Jackson.
I think you just got to take that one full motion. That hesitation could just mess up the timing and rhythm of the shot.
Willis with the steal, and look out, ladies and gentlemen, with the flush. L.B. Willis.
L.B. Willis is out there picking up free money. He's doing what a man would do.
He's 6'1", 175, but the man has well over a 30-inch vertical.
He's got more hops than the case of Miller Lite.
22-18. Excuse me, 22-8 is our score. Cook's got it here. Back over to Henderson. Henderson, a couple of crossover moves back to his left. Tough shot. Worthy with the offensive rebound up and in. Antonio Worthy converts his first bucket. He's only averaging about 7.5 minutes a game. But the man is a force inside to be reckoned with on the glass, as we just saw on that play. Willis over to Butler. Back over to Kankenpaw. Inside to Huckel. Huckel gets it poked away again. Here comes Southeastern. Henderson back the other way. Flipped up and in with the left. DJ Henderson on the board for the Savage Storm. 22-12. 11 minutes left in the half.
Good play to poke the ball away from Francisco Huckel as he wasn't looking and be able to convert on the other end.
So they're back to the 2-3 zone. Kankenpaw. They look inside to Starkey, who Antonio Worthy fell down there defending Starkey, and I think he was looking for a foul call on Starkey.
Nevertheless, foul on Anton Cook. Could be free throws, no Starkey when we come back.
So 22-19, 22-12, excuse me. We'll step aside. We'll be right back at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back inside the Sawyer Center. 22-12 with 10:51 left here in the first half. Noah Starkey will go to the free throw line. On the season, he's about a 60% free throw shooter. Averaging about 13 minutes off the bench for Starkey, as he is now the main go-to guy off the bench now that his older brother, Jared Starkey, is out for the remainder of the year with surgery on his ankle.
That's a tough blow. He had torn his meniscus earlier. He had torn his meniscus earlier this year, and just got him back into a groove for a couple games, and then just right back back onto the bench. It'll be a tough blow for this Storm post defense.
It was Deshaun Portley who had the ankle injury earlier in the year, so that was the confusion I had. And the three-point attempt in the corner by Sammy Bazai is up and good. So Sammy Bazai is on the board for Southeastern. 24-19, 15.
Oh, good move.
Up and under, it's C.J. White with the nice layup.
I'm going to say it. That's nasty.
That was a great move as he spun baseline and went up for the up and under reverse. 11-point lead for the Crimson Storm. They try to look inside to Worthy, the big 6'11" post, and it's thrown over the head of Worthy, and we'll go back to the Crimson Storm. C.J. Rodriguez checks in for Garrett Butler. Also, before the last timeout, number 32, D'Artagnan Meggs, checked in for SNU, the 6'5" senior from Lake Elsinore, California. Rodriguez tries a corner three. No good. Rebounded by White. So they'll reset. C.J. White doing his work early here. A couple of offensive rebounds. In the corner, Portley, the nice move. Miscommunication between Portley and Rodriguez. Thrown away. Here comes Bazai back the other way. And they're going to call an offensive foul call. Good job by Garrett Butler to get back and take the hit.
I believe that was Anton Kankenpaw. Yes, it was Anton. Good play there.
I was looking for this official down here on the baseline to make the call, but he actually wasn't the one who signaled it.
Yeah, it was a little odd. He was just kind of standing there, but nevertheless going back the other way for the Crimson Storm.
Already 7 turnovers for Southeastern Oklahoma State halfway through the first half here. C.J. White on the drive, flipped up with the right, no good. There's a battle for the rebound, and number 44, Ander Perez, comes away with it.
7'2" freshman
The
out of
7'2"
Spain.
freshman from Spain.
Good
Man,
grief.
this team has some height.
Absolutely. I'm looking at it. They got 3 near 7-footers, a couple 6'9" guys. But they're not being able to penetrate and get into this lead. As Storm just burning from outside and getting some foul calls.
So Portley with it, top of the key, nice lift fake. Deshaun Portley's shot is no good, and Perez nearly mishandles the rebound, but nonetheless, Quentin Threadgill comes away with it for the Savage Storm. Savage Storm have struggled shooting the ball, 6 of 16 to start the game here, and there's going to be a foul away from the ball. Foul is going to go on number 13, C.J. Rodriguez. That's his second foul, so head coach Derek Doris, Adam Bohosh taking out Rodriguez. So LB Willis coming back in. It's Connor. It's been kind of a struggle today in terms of getting things right on this broadcast. I'm gonna try and figure it out here pretty soon. A couple of mistakes I don't normally make here, so I'll try to tighten it up as SNU tries to tighten up their defense here with an 11-point lead.
Great job here by the Storm, forcing them to just keep the ball outside on the perimeter. Shot clock winded down.
Threadgill on the drive, looking for Donnellan.
Good fake there
Up
by
and
Donnellan.
in. Good play by number 33, James Donnellan.
6'9" freshman out of Durant, Oklahoma.
So the hometown kid from Durant cuts the lead to single digits here. 26-17, 8 minutes to play in the first half. SNU's field goal percentage has fallen the past couple of minutes. Meggs driving inside. Back out to White. White, the nice move. Leans in, tries to draw contact. They don't give it to him. Rebound Donnellan. Here comes the Savage Storm.
The Crimson Storm have been a little stagnant here these last couple possessions. Shots just not falling. A good contest by Southeastern. They got a couple trees down there in the post.
So three-point attempt by Sammy Bazai is up and in. Sammy Bazai now his second three-pointer of the half, 2 of 4. He's got 6. And they're going to call a foul down here. And I believe they're going to call timeout. Head coach Adam Bohosh signals for time, and we'll step aside with him. 7:17 to go in the half. Southeastern is on a little bit of a run. It's 26-20 SNU. We'll be right back at SNUathletics.com. .17 left here in the first half. SNU holding on to a 6-point lead. A little four-court pressure from Southeastern, and they are going to force a turnover from Garrett Butler. And that's going to be the 4th turnover for SNU here in the first half. Southeastern with 8 turnovers.
Storm lacking a little bit of urgency here as the Savage Storm cut into their lead by about half.
So Fanola with it here off the bench, looking inside to Donnellan. Back over to Bazai, who takes another 3 and converts it.
That's going to be 3 for 5 for the ball game so far.
Sammy Bazai coming in shooting just under 40%, 38% from the field, from three-point range. He's averaging 14.5 a game, second leading scorer behind Anton Cook. But now it's just a three-point game.
Storm haven't been able to get the rebound advantage that they're used to. They're not used to going up players of this size. C.J. White gets his shot blocked, but comes right back to him.
They're going to call a traveling on that. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, C.J. White got it blocked back into his hands, but he never really had full control of it. But nonetheless, it's another turnover for SNU, their fifth. And like you said, Connor, they got an opportunity here to tie this ball game with a three-point make here.
I think Mr. Sammy Bazai will have something to say about that. He's been hitting for this half.
They look back outside to Threadgill. Now they feed inside to Perez, who flips it up and in.
He didn't even leave the ground. He just turned around and did a little hook shot.
Perez 7'2", with the 6'5" White defending. And like you said, he didn't need to leave the ground.
It's a great asset to have, no matter what team you're on, to have someone over 7 feet tall.
With a 9-inch differential there. 1 point game. Deshaun Portley has it knocked away, and the ball's going to go out of play off of, I believe it was Threadgill who tried to dive on that ball. So
we got 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Storm got to find a good look here and get back on defense.
1 point game here as DJ Henderson checks in for the Savage Storm.
Checking in for Southeastern, number 11, DJ Henderson.
Man, I got to tell you, these freshmen here for Southeastern State, they're standing at 7'2" and 6'9", just able to feed them into the post, set some good screens to free up some shooters like Bizet, or just burning them. It's great utilization there by the coaching staff.
They've also got another 7-footer on the bench, and John Boots.
Good grief.
The junior from Marietta, Georgia. Shot clock winding down, and they weren't aware of it, and not able to get a shot off, so it'll be a shot clock violation for the Crimson Storm. Noah Starkey comes back in for C.J. White, so they finally get some height in there to defend Perez inside.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a good battle of the freshmen here, both around the same size. Be able to contest some shots and get some better looks.
And even still, with the 6'11" Starkey in there, it's still a 3-inch height differential.
I'm sure Mr. Starkey's not used to looking up at some of the people he's been defending.
It's a 1 point lead for the Crimson Storm. Henderson, the step back jumper, tough shot. He rattles it in.
Good night.
DJ Henderson gets it up and in. This is Southeastern's first lead of the ball game since it was 2-0. They look inside for Starkey, and he's going to be fouled by Perez. That'll be the 7th team foul on Southeastern, so this will mean free throws for the remaining 4:44 for SNU.
Storm got to take advantage of that. With free throws the rest of the way, they got to be able to find a way to break through this zone and drive in the paint and get fouled.
Starkey 2 for 2 at the line here so far. Good on the first to tie the ball game back up at 27. So Southeastern has increased their field goal percentage now up to 52%, while SNU just 8 of 20. Good on the second, and SNU regains the lead now, 28-27. 4:40 to play here in the first half. Offensive foul called, illegal screen set there by the big man, Ander Perez. So Francisco Huckel back in, replacing Deshaun Portley. So it's Anton Kankenpaw, L.B. Willis, Garrett Butler, Francisco Huckel, and Noah Starkey on the floor right now. Back to the zone. Back to the zone for Southeastern. Three-point attempt by Butler. Yes, sir. Garrett Butler.
Another first Bethany Bank three going to Garrett Butler. Sam Bizet trying to answer, but no avail. Storm's out running, trying to find somebody.
Butler back the other way, tries to flip one up off the glass, and no good.
He had a 3-on-1 advantage. I'm not sure what he was looking at there.
Sammy Bazai again for three, and man, you cannot leave this man open.
He knocked that down with a 6'11" guy handed in his face. I'm not sure how many guys can make that shot.
All 12 of Bazai's points have come from behind the three-point line. He's 4 of 7.
Ander Perez just swats Cisco Eagles' pass back into the third row.
So there's a timeout on the floor here. 3:44 left in the first half. SNU leads by 1. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. So out of the timeout, SNU's going to have it on the side here. It's been a pretty exciting last couple minutes here for both sides.
Both sides trading blows here around the perimeter.
2-3 zone here for Southeastern. Shot clock down to 7.
LB got to take a shot at some point.
Willis forces one up there off the front of the rim, no good. Sammy Bazai back the other way to Threadgill. Threadgill going to take a three-pointer. No good. Good offense there from the Savage Storm. They get it back outside. Another three-pointer. This time it's Kyle Roberts. Up and in.
Savage Storm bringing on a storm of their own here late in this first half. The lead is now up to 2.
So the ball will go out of play and stay with the Crimson Storm. The Savage Storm are now 7 of 13 from three-point range. So much like our women's game, they have just been electric here as Threadgill is going to come out of the game here. Henderson back in.
It's now 6 turnovers for the Storm here. I think most of them come in these last couple minutes, and they've been paying off for the Savage Storm here.
2-point lead here for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Butler, no hesitation, three-pointer. It's good. Garrett Butler.
Yes, sir. Another First Bethlehem Bank Trust 3 going back to Mr. Garrett Butler. His third of the ball game.
3 for 3 from three-point range. Garrett Butler. We've been wondering when we were going to see one of these games at home in the Sawyer Center. 1-point lead for SNU here.
Near steal there by Francisco, and Samuel Bazai is going to take another. No good.
Rebounded by Donnellan. Back out to Bazai. So offensive rebounding here for Southeastern Oklahoma State has played the differential. They lead the rebounding battle by 2, 15-13. Henderson off the screen, looking inside to Perez, and it's good.
That's just too easy.
So tough to defend a pick and roll when the guy rolling to the bucket's 7'2". You just got to throw it up and let him do the rest. They look inside to Noah Starkey. Tough shot contested by Perez.
That height advantage against Noah Starkey is just paying dividends.
Back the other way, it's Henderson. Now under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. DJ Henderson, the jump shot is up and in. DJ Henderson. 6 points off the bench. 3-point lead, largest of the game for Southeastern.
If I'm the Storm, I got to look for someone who's got the hot hand here.
Butler going to try another three-pointer. Put it on the board. Garrett Butler.
Yes, sir. Mr. Garrett Butler got his Wheaties this morning.
ties the game at 37. 1 minute to go in the half. Donnellan tries a deep two. Off the front of the rim, no good, and I believe it's going to be a foul called on Perez. Yes, it will be. He went over the back. So that'll send number 50, Noah Starkey.
Butler 4 from three-point land. What else could you ask from this resident senior?
I mean, he's one of those guys. He finished in the top 3 last season in field goal percentage, as well as three-pointers made for the season.
I believe, if I'm correct, he's 4th all-time scoring here at SNU.
Starkey good on the first. So it really has been a pleasure watching Garrett knock down three-pointers as well as contribute in other ways the past couple seasons. Starkey not really any kind of tie ball game. So SNU working it here. 7-second differential, shot clock and game clock.
I think Portland was looking for a lob to LB, but just couldn't get it. He's got to find a shot.
Shot clock violation. Crimson Storm
Second
not able to get anything off.
Not what you're looking for to end the half here, but nonetheless going back the other way. Just a little miscommunication there amongst the Storm teammates.
So Butler will check out. Deshaun Portley will also check out. Meggs and Kankenpaw right back in. 7.8 to play. Southeastern trying to reclaim the lead here before the half is over.
SNU trying to hold on to any bit of momentum that may be left, not trying to give up an easy look and trying to make it difficult for the Storm here.
Threadgill with it. Drives inside, gets where he wants to. Jump shot for Jackson, no good. Rebound Willis. And that'll be it for the first half. Here inside the Sawyer Center, it's all tied up at 39. Southeastern Oklahoma State shoots 51%. SNU shoots 42. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break down the first half, as well as hear from head coach Adam Bohash. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Tanner Stiles alongside my partner Connor McKenzie. It's halftime here inside the Sawyer Center, tied up at 39 apiece here. Southeastern Oklahoma State went on a pretty significant run to end the first half there, Connor. Talk about how that kind of sparked that.
Well, it really happened when their 7'2" player just kind of appeared out of nowhere and kept disrupting the Storm shots and just being able to do those little flip shots for the lane. The Storm were doing a great job. But Southeastern was just able to make a few more shots than they anticipated.
Sammy Bazai really kind of went off also. He had 12 first half points, 4 of 8 from three-point range. But on the other side, Garrett Butler responded with 4 three-pointers of his own to lead the way with 12. So what's something maybe in the second half, Connor, you feel like SNU can improve on from the first half?
I feel like SMU could do a better job of trying to penetrate into the paint. I know there's some size differentials, but they can't let that stop them. They got to force C.J. White as a postman, and Noah Starkey's got great hands to be able to catch the ball. Honestly, they just got to keep Sammy Bazai on a short leash and be able to contain him on the outside.
They started off on a 22-12 run before Southeastern potentially came back, and, they ultimately took a 3-point lead at one point. Now it's a tie ball game, so it'll be interesting to see. SMU only had seven turnovers in the first half, so, they didn't necessarily take bad care of the ball in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see how they take care of it in the second half. But like you said, with that height differential, I just see if they can continue to be aggressive inside. They had 13 free throw attempts in the first half, which is good. You need to continue to be aggressive. So we'll see if they can maybe tighten up some things on the defensive end to kind of slow Sammy Bazai down, because other than Sammy Bazai, next leading scorer for the Savage Storm is 6 points, and Cook and Henderson. So, really the reason I think that the game is tied has really been on the hands of Sammy Bazai and what he's been able to do.
Bohash has definitely recognized that, and he's going to get into his guys' ears and get guys like C.J. Rodriguez, L.B. Willis to get into him and not let him beat them from deep.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. One.
Welcome back to SUAthletics.com. Connor McKenzie with head coach Adam Bohosh. Coach, what do you think of your team's performance here in this first half?
There was some good stuff and some stuff we got to clean up this second half.
Definitely. Coach, who are you looking out for in this second half to come out firing and get a hand over Sammy Vizay?
Yeah, we got to get matched up to number 3 and number 12 better this half.
Absolutely, will do. Thank you for your time, Coach. Send it back to you, Tanner Stiles, here at SUAthletics.com.
Second half action underway here inside Sawyer Center. SNU's got the ball here. We'll have trap action here from Southeastern Oklahoma State. SNU had a lead that I believe was up to 12 points in the first half. LB Will's going to try three-pointer to start no good. Rebound. Lonzie. Southeastern on a pretty big run to eventually tie the game and take a three-point lead. On the drive, Gill with it. Jump shot to the key, taken, no good. Rebound back the other way. Deshaun Portley flips it up, no good. Rebound, C.J. White, and he gets it taken away.
For Jackson, and he's going to be fouled. I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties.
Foul call number 21, C.J. White. That's his.
You ready?
Welcome back. Rattles in. No, I thought it was going to rattle off, but nonetheless, good play by Rodriguez. Ties it back up at 41.
Good play there by C.J. Rodriguez, being able to penetrate the middle of the zone, get the bucket to go.
Nice move inside from Cook, who flips it up and in. Savage Storm leading scorer, now up to 8 points. And their lead is back to 2. Kankenpaw with it here, back over to Willis. Rodriguez, nice pass to Kankenpaw, who finishes inside. What a game for Anton Kankenpaw, now up to 8 points. Jackson back the other way, flips it up, looking for contact. White on the rebound, here comes Willis.
Storm coming out with some urgency, being able to penetrate early and not settling for outside shots.
Good drive by L.B. Willis as he's able to get inside, and like you said, draw contact. So that's going to be a foul on Sammy Bazai. That's his 3rd personal foul. So the leading scorer for Southeastern is going to be taking a break here in a brief moment as L.B. Willis off on the first.
It looks like Marty Fanola will be checking in the ball game. The 6'4 sophomore out of Badalona, Spain. A lot of international players here for Southeastern Oklahoma State.
So now with their key 3-point shooter out as Willis hits the second, SNU can be a little bit more in help defense now on this end, knowing that their best 3-point shooter is on the bench in foul trouble. On the drive, Fanola kicks it over to Anton Cook, and he hits a 3. That was a contested 3. So the Savage Storm's second leading 3-point shooter looks like he seems to be taking over now. 2-point lead for Savage Storm. Willis going to try a 3. No good. Willis 2 of 6, 7 points and 3 assists. 3 minutes into the second half here. Cook has it. On the drive, nearly gets it taken, and he does get it taken. Back the other way. Here comes some more fireworks from Willis.
Good grief. Great hands there by the Storm defense. Deshaun Portland, the awareness to see the man streaking out. L.B. Willis with the flush.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was L.B. Willis' 6th steal.
Good grief.
Of the game. He's got 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. He is loading the stat sheet as back inside, good move by Tyler Lonzy. He gets it to go for his first field goal. 2-point game. There's going to be a foul on the drive from Rodriguez.
Foul call number 24, Nathan Jackson.
That'd be the
So Nathan Jackson picks up the foul. Noah Starkey checks back in for C.J. White. DJ Henderson checks in for Savage Storm, replacing Quentin Threadgill.
not a lot of foul trouble here for the Storm early. That's great. Good news going forward. The only players with foul trouble, C.J. Rodriguez, C.J. White with 2 each.
Deshaun Portley for 3, no good. Rebound Fanola, and here he comes back the other way. Cook on the drive over to Lonzy. The jumper is good. Back-to-back buckets for Tyler Lonzy. Savage Storm lead by 4. So we talked about in the pregame how the Savage Storm 3-7 in the conference. Now this could be kind of a trap game for SNU. Rodriguez takes a 3, no good. Starkey on the hustle, and it's going to go out of bounds and will stay with the Crimson Storm. This is one of those games, like we said, Connor, that Savage Storm really got nothing to lose, and they're coming out playing with high energy. They lead by 4, 15-27 left in the game. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Baseline out of bounds here for Southern Nazarene, trailing by 4. Deshaun Portley with it here. Finds Kankenpaw, an open 3. It's good, Anton Kankenpaw. What a game, 11 points for Anton, 2 for 3 from three-point range.
Anton certainly having a breakout game here today against Southeastern LB with almost his 7th steal of the ball game. Good pass look there to disrupt the Savage Storm offense. Garrett Butler checking back in after the hot start in the first half, 4 for 4 from three-point land. Looks to continue that trend here.
So Tyler Lonzy quickly back in for Savage Storm.
I'm really surprised here why the Savage Storm is sticking with the small lineup thus far in the half. 7'2" and 6'9" freshman on the bench that made.
Lonzy on the drive, the good ball movement here. Marty Fanola on the drive, offensive foul. Charge taken by who else? Anton Kankenpaw.
Call him the garbage man. He does a little bit of the dirty work that kind of goes unnoticed. Anton Kankenpaw, good heads-up play.
So what a game Kankenpaw has had here. Portley with it, the pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Starkey battles for it, but it's going to go off the hand of Anton Cook and stay with the Crimson Storm.
Sean Portley not having the best shooting game, 1 of 6. 3 points. He's got 5 assists to go with those 3 points, so he's making his teammates felt needed.
So the big 6'11" Antonio Worthy back in for.
Oh, don't leave him.
Butler for 3. No good.
Wow.
Starkey, the offensive rebound, and the two-hand finish.
My goodness. Noah Starkey.
He came out of nowhere for that rebound, and, man, once he got it and got it right in front of the bucket, that's all she wrote there. Easy two-hand finish for Stark. 1 point lead now for SNU. Henderson with it. Back over to Cook. Cook looking inside to Worthy, gets the position. Good shot contest on the backside from Portley, but they get the offensive rebound. So here's a jump shot from Jackson. It's up and in. So Nathan Jackson gives Southeastern the lead once again, 52-51.
No, Starkey calling for the ball. That one flush, he gets fouled. And go back to the free throw line for his 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the ball game.
So Starkey will go back to the line where he's got 8 points. 6 of those have come at the free throw line. He's 6 for 6. We didn't have our replay button set. Now we have it activated. If we'd had it set, we probably would have gotten that replay for you for Starkey's put back dunk there off the rebound, but nonetheless, we'll get you a run ready for our next big play. So the game is tied. 52-52 here, 13:43 to play. We should have a pretty good finish here on our hands inside the Sawyer Center. He's off on the second. Fanola with it here at the top. Back over to Lonzy. Fanola looking inside to Jackson, defended by Francisco Hukel, who just checked in. Henderson on the pull-up jumper. It's good. DJ Henderson.
That's okay. That's okay, though. They'll live with that. They were able to work a long possession. They took a contested shot. I think they'll take that anytime.
Deep 2 taken from Noah Starkey off the back rim and no good. Lonzy secures his 7th rebound. So a 2-point lead for the Savage Storm. And like you said, that last shot by DJ Henderson was contested. He's got 8 points off the bench. Jackson on the drive, flips it up, wild shot, and they're going to rule Francisco Hukel with the foul on the way up from Jackson.
Foul call on number 25, Francisco Hukel. That's his second and the team's
So Hukel's second foul as Nathan Jackson, the 6'5 junior from Wichita, Kansas, at the line.
Good news here from the Storm. They've done a great job of staying out of foul trouble for this ball game. This is just a 3rd and 4th free throw attempt for the Savage Storm. And only their second foul of the half. Meanwhile, the Savage Storm up to 4.
So the big 7'2" freshman from Bilbao, Spain, Ander Perez, checks back in for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Starkey with it, nice pass inside to Rodriguez. It's blocked, but Starkey with the offensive rebound, a couple of offensive rebounds. Rodriguez comes out with it. Not sure why the shot clock didn't reset, and that's exactly what these officials are stopping to discuss. Starkey's shot attempt hit the rim, so the shot clock should have reset, but it did not. It stands at 10. So this will be interesting here to see where exactly they're going to elect to move this shot clock to. And they're going to take a look at it, and personally, I think it was about 21, 22 seconds. We'll see if we can get the replay up here.
It's only for the last 30 seconds.
So while they work on it, we were going to give you some updates on the GAC score, and they're just going to go ahead and reset the whole thing at 30. The inbounds pass to Garrett Butler, nearly stolen. On the drive, Willis to Starkey. Back out to Huckel. Rodriguez over to Willis, takes a three. No good. On the rebound there, Perez unable to handle it, and the ball's going to go out of play, and it's going to go to the Savage Storm.
Ooh.
Good hustle there from Rodriguez, though, to make a play on it.
Update you here on some of the scores around the GAC. Earlier today, you saw Southeastern State take Southern Nazarene 91-77 in our women's game earlier. Another women's game, Southwestern Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma Baptist 84-77. Tight battle there. Southeastern Oklahoma State is up on Nazarene, as you know, 56-52. Arkansas Monticello holding a 2-point lead against Arkansas Tech, 47-45. Southwestern Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma Baptist 82-70. And Northwest Oklahoma State up 42-24 big in the second half.
So the Savage Storm have it here. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Jump shot from Lonzy, short. Easy rebound for Rodriguez.
Great contest there by Noah Starkey, not making any shots easy.
Rodriguez to Butler. Inside to Noah Starkey. Nearly lost control of it. Back over to Portley. To Butler, deep three-pointer. Almost gets it to go. Rebound Anton Cook. Oh, what a block inside there on the drive from Nathan Jackson. Good block by Francisco Huckel. So it'll stay with the Savage Storm, but now before we have a timeout on the floor, 11-14 left in the ball game. Savage Storm lead 56-52. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. So out of the timeout, Savage Storm have it. Savage Storm have it here. Threadgill on the drive. Back out to Cook, who's going to take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Butler back the other way. Comes C.J. Rodriguez. They're going to call an offensive foul on Rodriguez, and man, not sure about that call either.
You got to give the offensive player at least one look around and one drill before he can get called for that charge there. I'm not sure about that one.
Rodriguez caught it, and as soon as he turned around, Threadgill was right there for the charge. So just unlucky there for SNU. Cook on the drive, the pull-up jumper, tough shot, it's good. Anton Cook, what a second half he's had. He's up to 13 points to lead all scorers.
Seems to be next man up for this Southeast Oklahoma State squad with Sam Bizet out on the bench with 3 fouls.
Kankenpaw inside to C.J. White. Left-handed hook, nice move from C.J. White.
Great play there and pass by Anton Kankenpaw. His buddy White converts low in the paint.
4 points for White to go along with 4 rebounds. Cook here, driving inside, and he's going to travel. Slid that pivot foot on the jump stop. So that'll be the 12th turnover of the game for the Savage Storm.
Only 1 turnover here for the Crimson Storm in the second half, doing a great job taking care of the ball. Deshaun Portley for 3. Off the mark, no good.
Portley fell down looking for the foul there, but they don't give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a 4-point lead for Southeastern. Under 10 minutes to play now. Sammy Bazai has come back into the game, and he's got the ball here. Trading 4 3-pointers. Nice pass from him inside to Jackson. He can't convert. Bazai on the offensive rebound. Back out to Threadgill, who takes a 3, and he makes them pay.
Coach Bohash looking to send Starkey and Willis back in the ball game. Control the tempo here. He's going to take a timeout.
So after the 3-pointer there, it's the largest lead of the game for Southeastern Oklahoma State, 61-54. 9:23 to play. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Play back in action. 61-54, SNU. Still very much in the ball game. Got a long ways to go. Rodriguez back out to Kankenpaw for 3. No good. Perez with the rebound. 4 rebounds for the big 7'2" man from Spain.
Storm only 7-20 from deep. The only players hitting Garrett Butler, but he's missed his last 2, and Anton Kankenpaw 2 of 4. He's missed his last one as well.
They get inside to Perez, and he moved his feet there before he took that dribble.
And the here in a tight battle here in the Sawyer Center.
Sticking in the zone here. They try to throw an alley-oop to Willis, but he unable to handle it, and that's another turnover for SNU. Here comes Threadgill. Back over to Cook, the hesitation move. Floater up, no good. Perez, the offensive rebound and finish.
Basket for Under Perez.
So Under Perez, 6 points, 5 rebounds. 9-point lead here. Good pass inside from Willis to Starkey, fouled by Perez, and Starkey will go back to the line. This will be his 9th and 10th free throw attempts.
I think that's the advantage the Storm got to take now. 5 team fouls here for the Savage Storm. Free throws the rest of the way for SNU with 8 minutes left in the ball game. Got to take advantage and just keep driving into the paint.
Starkey now in double figures with 10 points. Garrett Butler checks in for Deshaun Portley, as well as Tyler Lonzy placing Perez for Southeastern.
And Perez taking the seat with 3 fouls. Key offense and defensive player for the Savage Storm. Be a big blow to their team.
Starkey misses the second. That's an 8-point. SNU trying to battle back after that loss Thursday to East Central as Nathan Jackson inside. He takes the harm, converts the and one there. So Jackson will have an opportunity to extend this lead. It's up to 10 right now. 65-55, 7:56 to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching SNU basketball on SNUathletics.com. So out of the timeout, Nathan Jackson just converted a bucket where he was fouled. Jackson's up to 10 points and make it 11 as his free throw is good. An 11-point game here, largest lead of the ball game for Southeastern Oklahoma State. And SNU's got to be careful here, because if they get careless here with this amount of time, the Savage Storm can pull away.
Storm trying to find some offensive answers here. Bucks just haven't been falling for him.
Rodriguez back out to Butler. Gets a couple of defenders off the feet.
He's got 5 seconds. He's got to find a shot.
Rodriguez for 3. That's just not C.J. Rodriguez's shot, as he's off the mark.
He's now 0 for 4 from three-point land. He's got to find some other option here.
$11-point lead for Southeastern, about 7 minutes to play. Shot clock down to 3. They look inside for Perez. Flips it up and no good. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Go back to the Crimson Storm.
Checking in for Southern Nazarene, number 3.
So Hukel and Portley back in for Butler and Kankenpaw. Willis with it here. 3-point attempt, no good. Starkey, the offensive rebound, and put back. So good play by Noah Starkey. 66-57. They look inside to Jackson. Jackson, a nice spin move and finish. What a play there.
Nathan Jackson with the basket.
Rodriguez going to try corner three. He got it. C.J.
Yes, sir.
Rodriguez.
C.J. Rodriguez doing a good job not listening to me. He's a shooter. He's going to keep on shooting. Not the first Bethany Bank and Trust three for C.J. Rodriguez.
He's a 46% three-point shooter, just 1 of 5 tonight. Lead is now 8 as Jackson on the dish there. Nice passes.
Basket for
Nathan Jackson up to 15 points to lead all scorers in the ball game.
Good side
Inside there, they're going to knock it away from Starkey.
A good sidestep there by L.B. Willis, but just wasn't able to convert the bucket. Ball just fell out of his hand.
For the Crimson Storm, number 32, D'Artagnan Meggs.
So D'Artagnan Meggs back in the game for SNU. 10-point lead now, 5:30 to play. Cook going to try a three-pointer. It's no good. He's going to get his offensive rebound, and that's too easy. Cook on the layup. Able to finish, and he's up to 15 points. It's a 12-point lead here. Huckel tries a three-pointer in the corner. No good. Rebound Threadgill.
Storm getting a little trigger happy here with the three, but just not been falling for him in this second half. 2 of 13 for three-point land in this second half.
Yeah, as you talked about, I mean, and the shots aren't necessarily bad, Connor. I mean, they're getting the looks that they want. They're just not falling. As another good pass this time from Bazai to Jackson.
It's back-to-back layups here for the Savage Storm. Not what you want.
And after the timeout, it's a much-needed timeout. SNU's got to get this thing together before it's out of reach. 4:44 to play. Southeastern Oklahoma State leads by 14, largest lead. We'll be right back. So out of the timeout, it's a 14-point deficit that SNU is facing here. And head coach Adam Bohash. Out of the timeout is D'Artagnan Meggs, who slips right around Perez and gets a bucket. So that's Meggs' first field goal. They try some full court pressure and a turnover there from Cook, trying to tap it to Perez.
Great play call out of bounds there off the timeout by Coach Bohash, getting his guys to pressure the ball and force a turnover. Could be what the Storm's looking for going forward. Cut into this lead. Get the victory.
So Rodriguez tries a three-pointer. It's up and in.
C.J. Rodriguez with his second straight three.
9-point game now here with 4 minutes to play.
Ander Perez was left all alone. His teammates just couldn't find him.
Threadgill on the drive, back out to Sammy Bazai, who tries a three. My goodness. Just when the Savage Storm needed a three-pointer, who else did they call on besides Sammy Bazai? First bucket of the second half, coming with 3:30 left in the game, and it couldn't have been bigger. 12-point lead, Rodriguez with it. Portley tries a three. Back at you,
Yes, sir.
Sammy Bazai. Deshaun Portley answers back with a three of his own.
Savage Storm getting a little bit lazy here on defense, giving up about 2 or 3 straight triples.
So we'll see if the Savage Storm respond, particularly Sammy Bazai, who's had a great afternoon shooting the ball. Portley on the drive. There's going to be a foul called, and looked like an extended forearm there, but they're going to call a block on Portley. So that'll lead us to our final officials timeout. Couple of three-pointers from Bazai and Portley, and we still stay at a 9-point game here in favor of the Savage Storm. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. .306 left here in our ball game inside the Sawyer Center. Savage Storm lead by 9.
If I'm the Storm, I got to put the clamps down on Sam Bazai and Anton Cook and let somebody else beat them. Here today, they've just been burning the Storm for easy buckets.
Threadgill inside to Jackson, throws it away. Here comes L.B. Willis back the other way to Kenkenpaw, the left-hand finish.
Yes, sir. That's just the stop they need. Bring this crowd alive and get some more stops here on defense. Convert on the other end. Great play.
7-point game, 2:30 to play. Sammy Bazai.
Good job there by L.B. Willis playing the gap there, not giving the Sammy Bazai easy shot.
Bazai on the drive here. Kenkenpaw defending. Takes a really contested three-pointer.
Good grief. I'm not sure what else you can do on that possession.
I mean, you cannot contest that any better. Sammy Bazai just hits an absolute dagger as D'Artagnan Meg's able to draw contact. But going back to that three-pointer, shot clock is winding down. Sammy Bazai just has to force one up there. Kenkenpaw does exactly what he's supposed to do. And my goodness. Sammy Bazai is 6 for 10 from three-point range. All of his points have come from behind the three-point line.
Good night.
Meg's at the line, converts the first. 9-point game now. Expect to see some more full-court pressure here from the Crimson Storm.
Done a great job forcing some turnovers here late and converting on the other end. Let's see if they can continue that trend.
Meg's short on the second. Battle for the loose ball here. Almost a jump ball situation, but the Savage Storm have it. They got numbers, but they're going to elect to pull it out and use some clock here. All you need is a couple of stops here and maybe a forced turnover or two. Bazai here with it. Shot clock down to 10. Ooh, it looked like Bazai traveled out there, but they don't call it Bazai.
Good close out there by D'Artagnan Meggs.
Another contested three, no good. Here comes Willis. Back the other way. Inside to Meggs, the easy finish.
Great play there by L.B. Willis, sucking the defense in for the open look.
7-point game, 1:20 to play. They're going to need some stops here. A near travel.
Again, a near travel.
From
Good
Cook.
grief.
But they get it across safely. Threadgill has it. 1:06 to play. They're not electing to foul yet. 10 seconds left on the clock. Threadgill on the drive over to Jackson. Threadgill takes a three-pointer. It's good. And that may have just sealed the deal. Three-pointer after three-pointer. The Savage Storm have just been lighting it up. 12 of 23 for the ball game from downtown.
I mean, you got to stop it. That's just nasty.
What are they feeding those kids down in Durant? Not only the women lit it up, but now the men are lighting it up. 10-point lead with 56 seconds to go. That was Threadgill's second three-pointer. He's 2 for 3.
There's not much you can ask for these Storm defenders to do. They're closing out. They're putting both hands up when people are shooting. Sammy Bazai is just on another level right now shooting the ball. He's having a great day.
And, you know, like you said, I mean, it's not like, I mean, some of these attempts by the Savage Storm have been, you know, open, but I would say 80% of them have been over a contested hand.
Yeah. Normally, day in and day out, you win that battle. People are shooting over a hand most of the time, but not this case. Savage Storm came ready.
So Willis here on the drive looking for Meggs inside. Flips it up. No good. Rebound by the 7-2 Perez. Portley has it here. Trying to force a loose ball. And they're going to call a foul over here on number 3, Deshaun Portley.
Foul called on number 3, Deshaun Portley. That's his second and team 6.
His second foul, 6th team foul as Perez checks out. Lonzie checks in. They'll apply some more full court pressure here. Threadgill with it.
Good steal there nearly by Deshaun Portley. Again, another near steal.
They're going to call a foul inside on the pass to Lonzie. So that'll be the 7th team foul. So Lonzie will be shooting for Southeastern Oklahoma State. 31 seconds to play.
That's his first and the team 7. Tyler Lonzie's
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to these boys out here for the Crimson Storm. They were down about 14, 15 points with about 4 minutes left. Most teams would just roll over and die. But not in this case. They were able to cut the lead to about 6, 7 points. But the three-pointers by guys like Sam Bazai and Anton Cook just kept raining down.
So where it sits right now with 31 seconds to go, the Crimson Storm, the past 2 games, have given up an average of 92.5 points in the last 2 games. And, you know, I know Southeastern shot the ball very well, but it's tough to win a game, Connor, when you're giving up 92 points a game.
Absolutely. Sometimes your offensive firepower just can't outmatch another team's power if you're just giving them threes all day.
And we'll see if they elect to foul or not from Threadgill. This will move SNU to 7-10 overall, 6-5 in the conference, while Southeastern Oklahoma State moves to 4-7 in the conference. 6-11 overall, as head coach Adam Bohash will certainly have some things that he will want to work on. So 85-73. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll finish breaking the game down as well as hear from head coach Adam Bohash. We'll be right back at SNUathletics.com.
and go.
Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. It's been a slow day for everybody here. Mistakes all around, from technological issues to issues with broadcasting. But anyway, nonetheless, SNU falling to Southeastern Oklahoma State 85-73. They were led by Sammy Bazai, 18 points on 6 of 10 shooting from three-point range. They shot 52% from three-point range, putting up 46 points in the second half. What's one thing you took away from the game, Connor?
Well, SNU definitely did a great job versus the last game against East Central with their closeouts and being able to hedge on their screens and stay with their offensive players, but they just were not able to contest against Southeastern Oklahoma State sharpshooters and Sammy Bazay and Anton Cook. They just kept burning them when they had 1-2 hands in their face, and it was definitely a factor in this ball game.
SNU is led by Anton Kankenpaw, finished with 13 points, and C.J. Rodriguez, Garrett Butler, and Noah Starkey each had 12 points for the Crimson Storm. They shot 42% from the field, 35% from three-point range. They struggled in the second half, though, just 4 of 17 from shooting from downtown. They only had 10 turnovers. They took care of the ball. It's just in the second half, really, those shots weren't falling. So what's something moving forward now? They got a couple of road games coming up in Arkansas. What do you feel like they need to work on from now until then?
Moving forward, I think they got to work on some of their communication when it comes to going on the ball screens and working in their post defense and just trying to gain their composure. They had 7 turnovers in the first half, only 3 in the second half, so they did a great job of cleaning that up. Just better communication. It was an odd day for this SNU Storm. It seemed like Southeastern Oklahoma State gave SNU chase their own medicine with their closers, their point guards and their shooting guards closing out with some threes. We're used to seeing L.B. Willis and C.J. Rodriguez close out with some threes to extend the ball game and get the victory, but it wasn't the case today. Shots just weren't falling today.
Yeah, as you said, L.B. Willis, he finished with 9 points, but, man, he stuffed the stat sheet opposed to 9 points. He had six assists, 6 rebounds, and also 6 steals. I mean, the man does it all for SNU, but nonetheless, they weren't able to get this one 85-73. They fall. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from head coach Adam Bohosh and his final thoughts in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Here with head coach Adam Bohash. Coach, tough loss there. What are your final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, we just we can't guard well enough to win consistently yet, and so we're still learning and growing there. I thought their kids made a couple great plays. It seemed like every time we did get a stop there the second half that they came up with the loose ball or the offensive rebound, and then somebody buried a three. 12 to 23 from the three-point line, and that was kind of the difference. So we got to keep getting better defensively.
You guys got a couple of road games this week in Arkansas against Henderson State and Ouachita. What do you guys feel like you can work on specifically on the defensive end from now until then?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a whole bunch of things, Tanner. It starts with our offense, that we could have a solid possession so we could get back and get our defense set. Taking a good shot so we can get back and get our defense set, and then from there there's a whole list of things, and so maybe first and foremost is just a commitment and a spirit to be tougher and to guard someone, and that starts with me. So we need to do a better job of teaching it and getting them to play defensively.
All right, good luck in Arkansas next week, Coach. Once again, SNU Falls 85-73. Thank you guys for watching SNUathletics.com.